Look, the winner at the 200-metre mark, he was right, and now we've got one at the 100-metre mark. Can we get one that tells us to look at the winner at the finish?
Well, yes, it would be nice, wouldn't it? I think she'll be right there, covered there. As you mentioned, Matt Allen's runners have both been well back, different connections. 12 Lady Larissa and 16 Just Remember This. And I'm still a bit keen on the 13. I'm perturbed a little by the drift, but value on the tote.
Let's go for the last time today on Caulfield Cup Day to Rob Auber in the betting ring to give us a lead. Rob?
It's very much, Bruce. It's certainly been a very busy day here in the betting ring. Simon Beasley, this last race, punters are coming from everywhere.
Yeah, look, this is a big betting race. Look, we've seen a very big go here. Lady Larissa, it's been in from about $7.50 to its current quote, so very big support there. Good support for the top weight, Cover T. Also a bit of money around for number 2, Pretty Penny, but the other one they backed is number 16, So Just Remember This. But the one they really want is Lady Larissa.
Okay, they're the last words from Simon Beasley, who once again has done a marvellous job in keeping us up to date right throughout the carnival here at Caulfield. And Lady Larissa and also the stablemate, So Just Remember This, has been well backed here in the final event.
Thanks very much, Rob, as you have as well. Let's just clear up some dividends. Caulfield race 9, the Tristark. 2 Infinite Grace, Scott Seamer. $17.60, $4, beat 12, Candyvale, $2.10. 13 Storm Alert, $2.70. The Quinella paid $33.50. Exacta $67.40. The Trifecta $628.10. Caulfield race 9, the Tristark. Also the last through from Sydney, and the dividends coming up on your screen now for those.
And the runners behind the stalls here for the last on the card. Behind the barrier here, waiting on So Just Remember This to come into line. Talon shown away from the line with Cool and Composed and Covered Thee. For goodness sake, and Amber Shimmer and Ashlyn. Stalls filling up for the final race on the card. Quaddy numbers 15, 9 and 2. 15, 9, 2 into the last leg. And the crowd 52,009. Is the best in 31 years here at Caulfield today, and they're still here. They're here to party. They've been partying through the day. They've seen a great Caulfield Cup with Railings getting up in a photo finish to beat Eye Popper and Mummify, and Mummify in a lot of trouble after the race at the local clinic here at Caulfield. Let's hope that there is a good outcome for this brave horse. His racing days are over. His prize money exceeds $5 million. And today he certainly hit the line fighting, beating a short neck. Let's hope that all is well when there's a good outcome for Mummify. He's been one of the bravest on the turf for many, many years. Tomorrow, the Cup at Seymour. Breakfast with the best at Moonee Valley, kicking off at 6 o'clock next Tuesday morning. The big one, the Geelong Cup, on Wednesday as we count down towards the Carlton Draft Cox Plate for 2005. Now Amber Shimmer to come along. So Just Remember This, heavily back to win the last. And they're in the gates and ready to go in the final event today. Light is blinking. Set to go on the last. They're off. Pretty Penny a bit slow to get out of the gates with Cool and Composed, and for goodness sake was going back after the start. And Sean Deanne, one of the first away down on the inside with Clearly Unique, and going fast as Covered Thee. So Just Remember This further out in the black colours is pushing forward from Amber Shimmer. Covered Thee out in the centre led from So Just Remember This, the grey Clearly Unique, and Sean Deanne getting up on the inside a length further back than Amber Shimmer. Little Doots is back in the middle, followed by Parasero. Further back Freeroller, followed by For Goodness Sake. Well back Sovereign Miss, then Ashlyn, Cool and Composed, Pretty Penny a mile back with Lady Larissa, and Talon shown as last of all. Covered Thee the leader on the turn from So Just Remember This up second. Clearly Unique back in the middle. Sean Deanne to the fence. Amber Shimmer on the outside, then Freeroller up the centre about to get out. It's over on the inside. Covered Thee grabbed by So Just Remember This. Freeroller getting out and coming hard from Amber Shimmer. Freeroller's hit the front out in the middle from Amber Shimmer. So Just Remember This, and Freeroller's coming away. Another one for the Interstaters, and Freeroller wins 2 lengths. Amber Shimmer second, so just remember this third. Then Covered Thee, Little Dooch, followed further back by Sovereign Miss Ashlyn. At the head of the others would have been Paris Zero. A bit slow out of the gates was Pretty Penny, followed by Clearly Unique, Sean Deanne. Cool and Composed with Talon Shown. And for goodness sake is near the tail, bar one, tailed off Lady Larissa. Freeroller has won the last, number 6, Freeroller. Coming down with pretty good interstate form. And has taken the last for Tony Wildman. Number 6, Freeroller first, ridden by Larry Cassidy at around 10 and 3:30. Here it is up the middle, out wide in the red colours, yellow hoop sleeves. Amber Shimmer green with a white cap out wide. And they've got to see, just remember this. And Covered Thee, who was getting tired, and Freeroller. An extravagant sort of action where she just seems to swing out the near side front. But it didn't slow her down. Number 6 over number 4, Amber Shimmer, and 16. So just remember this. 6, 4 and 16 in the last, 6, 4, 16. So just remember this, hitting the front on the turn, getting to Covered Thee, and then in turn Freeroller has picked them up very quickly there, Bruce, and she's come home for a soft win. Number 16, number 6, number 4 is second, and 16 third, 6, 4 and 16 in 1:2.69. Fast times the order of the day on a track that sort of raced closer to lightning fast. And it's 6 home. Saving bookies here in the last, Bruce, with a big plunge going on. So just remember this, going astray, and Lady Larissa, who was heavily back, coming into the tail.
Never in the picture, Brian, Lady Larissa. So just remember this, as you mentioned, heavily back. But you can see on screen the connections of the winner, Freeroller, and it gets the prize in the last around the $10.10 and 3.30 for Freeroller. That's 6 Sydney winners for the day, Steve.
Yes, they certainly dominated, Bruce. Solid performance from that winner, who wasn't particularly solidly backed either on the tote or in the ring, but another success in Victoria for Tony Wildman.
It's just remarkable, Tony's team, when they come to Melbourne. He just picks his races out for them, and the horses always perform.
Yes, and I guess over the years he's developed a reputation as a trainer whom you have to respect when the money goes on. Great strike ride in Victoria. Solid effort from Amber Shimmer. She always gives her best, particularly at this distance at Caulfield. And so just remember this, they wanted to back her. You had to take the gamble from the wide gate. She was posted 3 wide on the speed all the way, and a pretty good effort from this filly, I think.
There was a bit of interference at the top of the straight there. Greg Childs mount to Ashlyn was tightened there as Pretty Penny drifted in. I'm sure Stewards will be looking at that incident. But the other horse that was back, Lady Larissa, was gone 20 yards after the start.
Yes, must be something amiss there, and we'll hear more from the stewards later with Lady Larissa. And Covered Thee, well, I guess Chris Lees again was right, the trainer's call. And I think the 58.5 and plenty of work early. They ran 28.4 early. Was just too great a task for this mare.
Ran a brave race. Well, we will have to look back at a classic Caulfield Cup today, Steve. Of course, Railings, Greg Carpenter about to announce the re-handicap for the Melbourne Cup. But if you go through the replay, you'll say what a great run it was. But you'll take 2 horses away from the Caulfield Cup this year. Pretty cleanly run. Eye Popper and Like a Falcon. And
you would think both horses be ideally placed at 2 miles at Flemington. Both the horses you mentioned, Bruce, Eye Popper and Like a Falcon.
Like a Falcon was 17th at the 400 metre mark, in front of 1, ran 22.43 the last 400, was in front of only 4 at the 200 metre mark, ran 11.02 the last furlong in the Caulfield Cup. Extraordinary performance by Like a Falcon.
And Eye Popper, as we canvassed early, I mean, the defence, of course, is that he drew wide, but he covered a lot of ground, Eye Popper.
Covered ground and made a quick run between the 600 and the 400 and had little left at the finish. Well, he had plenty left, but he just had done some gassing early. Larry Cassidy wins the last on Caulfield Cup Day, and he's about to chat to Keith Hillier.
Thank you, Bruce. Larry Cassidy on the winner's scale. Success in the last on Freeroller. We better call a halt to this meeting. Too much money going to Sydney. 6 winners for the day, Larry.
Strong form in Sydney.
Well, Freeroller ran right up to her great form. She kept a strong win under difficulties at Rose Hill last start.
Yeah, she did. I said I actually won by actually holding the horse that should have won in a pocket, and she's obviously improved on that, and come down and showed the form's correct.
You weren't given any favours yourself in the straight, were you?
No, I said I had a horse come out in front of me, and but she just travelled like a winner from the time we jumped, and the race was run at a good clip, and she travelled like a winner, and duly won so.
Do you think she'll win more races in Melbourne this spring?
Yeah, it just depends. You know, she's not a Group 1 or Group 2 horse. She's sort of Group 3 enlisted. The right sort of race, well placed. You know, she can certainly put a couple more together.
Well ridden.
Thank you.
Well, Bruce, that's frightening news, isn't it? 6 here today for Sydney, and Larry Cassidy predicting more to come.
Oh, well, we won't get carried away. Make it 5 and 1 from Queensland, Keith, so we'll let them have that. That's it for us from here at Caulfield. Don't forget tomorrow morning on TVN at 9:30. The Racing Review Show coming live from Greenvale, Bonds Lane, where Greg Childs lives, and also the owner, Tony Pistakatis. And look forward to catching up with Tony and Greg tomorrow morning on Racing Review, Steve. And of course, it's a big day for Tony Pistakatis in more ways than one. Of course, his break the vault one in Sydney. He picked up the bonus for winning the Metrop with Railings and the Caulfield Cup.
Yes, and of course his horse Head Turner was terrific earlier in the day.
Yep.
Well done to Greg Childs. Second Caulfield Cup victory this afternoon. Well done to Rod Douglas, Michael Hibbs and John Simons, the only Victorian trainers successful this afternoon.
Graham Rogerson, of course, with activation, I suppose. But
well, that's a matter of conjecture.
All right, Steve, thanks for your help here at Caulfield this afternoon. We've got to go to mixed doubles in Darwin. We'll see you tomorrow morning, 9:30, Racing Review on TVN.
Ladies and gentlemen, now for the last mounting yard presentation for the 3-day carnival here at Classic Caulfield. May I introduce the Melbourne Racing Club Committee member, Mr. Peter Legrand, accompanied by the club's manager, stakeholder and regulatory relations, Mr. John Noy. Mr. Peter Legrand will present the trophy to the winning owners of Freeroller.
Thank you very much, Keith Elliott. Chairman, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. The Melbourne Racing Club Classic concludes a truly fabulous Caulfield Cup Carnival brought to you by Carlton Draft. What a magnificent day's racing it's been here at Caulfield. Today's crowd, 52,009 people have attended here today, and the average attendance over the 3 days totals 82,000 people. So that's a fabulous attendance here at Classic Caulfield. The club wishes to thank you, the racing public, for your support, and we trust that you've enjoyed the fashions and the festivities on the course to complement the fantastic racing that we've had here this afternoon, culminating in the magnificent win of the Caulfield Cup by Railings. What a great win that was in the Carlton Draft Caulfield Cup. The club now wishes to invite you all to join us at the conclusion of the Spring Carnival for Sandown's Premier Day, the Shannon's Sandown Classic, and that'll be on November the 12th. So please join us on November the 12th at Sandown. More immediately, we extend our congratulations to the successful connections of Freeroller, a great win in the last race on the program today, winning the 2005 Melbourne Racing Club Classic. Our congratulations go to Richard Tuffy, the owner, to trainer Tony Wildman, who's travelled down from Warwick Farm, and well done, Tony. He always seems to find a winner in the Spring Carnival. And also our congratulations to Larry Cassidy, the jockey who rode such a magnificent ride to take out the winnings. It's now my great pleasure on behalf of the Melbourne Racing Club to present the trophy to the owner, Mr. Richard Tuffy. Thank you, Richard.
Thanks very much. Very exciting time for me. I've owned a few horses over the years, and everybody dreams about having a runner like this. Congratulations, Tony Wildman. Wonderful effort. I must say I'm a Sydney boy, and I've come down here from Sydney for the day. And it's a terrible thing to say to all your Melbournians, but I think Sydney won the day today. Thanks very much.
I just want to say on behalf of the committee our sincere thanks to everybody for attending. Thanks to Chairman John Dillon for his leadership of the club, to all the staff who've made it such a successful Spring Carnival, and many thanks to Keith Hillier for his presentations in the mounting yard. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.